Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of PT Asks Dan. I'm Leigh Frank. I am very happy to be here today. And John asked me to kind of lead this conversation because I saw something very interesting yesterday and I took a screenshot of it. It was a very good infographic that was talking about the differences kind of between what you work on versus what you work in. And I think anyone who owns their own business probably understands that there are certain things that you work on. You work on your administrative tasks, you work on bettering yourself, continuing education, maybe building your business systems. But then you also work in things like serving your clients and kind of solving your customer problems. But I think the most important thing is that you work in doing what you love. And I thought this was a really interesting topic because I think many of the people that would be interested in these PT Ask Dan segments are kind of in business for themselves and are split among both of those areas. And so I'd love to know more about both of your perspective on this. I was thinking a little bit about how in the past year I worked on really mastering and understanding Canva so I could bring a graphic design aspect to what I do for my clients. And I've noticed recently it's kind of become what I work in because I really love it and I really enjoy it. And I think it helps bring a new dimension. So that's my intro. What do you guys think?
Dan, go for it.
So it'd be interesting to ask everybody who watches this, how much time a week do you actually spend strategically thinking and planning about your business? And I would venture most people will say little to none. Or maybe it's, well, here or there. But I mean, when I say thinking, I mean turning off everything, going away somewhere where it's just you and you can think with a notebook in hand and just start thinking, where am I going with this business? And I find it funny that we'll spend more time planning our vacation than we do planning our life and careers.
Yep.
That rings true.
What do you think about it, John?
Yeah, that's a big piece. That example is a big piece used in financial services all the time, where people will be hesitant to enter into a financial planning relationship, but have just spent weeks and lots of money planning a vacation that ultimately is what retirement is, depending on how you look at it. Just plan for that aggressively, those kinds of things. So I think it describes also what you mentioned, Leigh, of business owners who work in the business and work on the business, and they're passionate about certain things and they're realistic about other things that just need to be done. And so I think there's a good example there on, hey, there are certain things that you do as a business owner because you love it and it's what you want to be. It's what you want to bring to an audience of people. But there are just tasks you have to do for that business to be allowed to happen, in essence. And if you can compartmentalize to some degree, hey, these are things I just have to do to make it happen. This is the stuff I love. And you can create that balance. It comes across, and then how you interact with people, that you love what you do. And that matters. So
I think that's accurate. And I think just one other point, and we talk about this a lot when we talk about kind of building teams, um, but maybe some of those things that are sort of the working on are the types of things that you bring people in to help you with. Because if you don't
yes.
love it, maybe you don't have to spend your time doing bookkeeping. Maybe you don't have to spend your time, you know,
Yep.
on certain pieces. So I think that's an important piece to bear in mind.
Yeah, the more mature the business gets, the more you can hire out certain aspects of it because it works and you can focus on what you love.
Absolutely. All
All
right.
right, have fun, everybody.
There we go.
See you
See you
tomorrow.
again tomorrow.
Take care.